Hi guys, my name is Lucy Tucker and I'm a rethinker from New Orleans, Louisiana. And I am My Ideas leader for a grant called Restorative Justice, Sharing the Knowledge. I wrote the grant because I work with an organization called Rethink, and it's kids rethinking New Orleans public schools. And so basically, after Katrina, all these decisions were getting made about how to change schools and how to fix our failing school system in New Orleans. And a woman named Jane Wally decided, why not put youth voice into that? I think restorative justice can help reduce the dropout crisis because it lowers suspension and expulsion rates across the board. And it makes students happier to be a part of what's happening in their schools. They get to decide more about their disciplinary system, they get closer to each other, they get closer to the people facilitating the circles, whether they're other youth or adults. So basically, the grant that I wrote was asking for money to go to Denver, Colorado, because students there, a lot of schools are already taking restorative justice practices and putting them into their schools and having students lead those circles. While we were in Denver, we went to 7 schools in 2 days, and different schools that, high schools and middle schools that were all using restorative justice practices. We met and spoke with a lot of those students, and at the very end of the trip, we had a big youth summit, the first ever youth-led restorative justice summit, bringing together all types of people that were facilitators, co-facilitators of these circles, and people who had been offenders and victims in the circles, and we all came together and talked about our experiences with them. So what you're about to see is some footage of us in schools and also the youth summit. Thank you.
Rethink was actually founded at the Katrina landfall, where we went to different directions into different schools. Some of us went to Texas, some of us went to Mississippi, and we experienced a different environment. And we saw different things that we never saw before, like hospitality.
When you do a case with kids that are younger than you, they just kind of have more respect for you. Even if you're a freshman, they have a lot more respect for you.
What was that experience like for you?
Kind of nervous. Well, I wouldn't say nerve-wracking because it wasn't, but it was very nervous. A lot of pressure because I was taking notes and I thought I didn't take them good enough, but I guess I did, so.
You did a great job.
Snaps for Connor. It's usually just students doing. Emily and I on Wednesdays go to a middle school every Wednesday, and it's usually just us and then the offenders and the victims. And then if it's a serious case, then the principal or someone or a counselor will attend, but it's usually just students working with students.
Facilitators and co-facilitators are there to, like it says in the name, facilitate the conferences, get everybody through it. It's really not our job to be putting in our input on what we think should happen or what the offender should do to restore the harm. It's more around to the community members, and we just, kind of guide the process and get everybody talking.
So, on Friday, after having visited 6 of the 7 schools, we still had 1 left to go to, Flagstaff Elementary and Middle School. There's a teacher there named Mr. Pugh who teaches a class called the Peacemakers class, and they learn a lot about restorative justice, and they're a lot of really amazing kids. So he invited us to go meet the Peacemakers class, and then after that go into the gym and be able to talk and connect with some of the students. So what you're about to see is what happened when we came into the gym, and also some fabulous footage from the Restorative Justice Youth Summit.
We usually have the parent there just so that they can, be there. And sometimes we have to break away and we usually have one of us or go with the kids because sometimes they're not comfortable saying stuff in front of their parents.
37% of students who were polled fell behind in their classes after they were suspended, and 25% felt less motivated when coming back off of suspension. Rethink is trying to find alternatives to kids falling out of the system. We've done a press conference on restorative justice, written songs about it, made videos like the one you just saw, and written a play about restorative justice that we are performing for New Orleans schools.
I've been suspended a couple of times myself. It's not nice coming back to school and have somebody thinking you're a bad person or whatever. That there is this type of person. Restorative justice let other people know that.
I am so deeply moved by you all.
Bye, Denver.